Sorry I'm late, but better late than never. Did Manny Pacquiao get robbed in a fight a couple of weeks ago? Or were we just caught up in our emotions? Kevin's Corner. Let's talk about it. What's up, everybody? It's your boy Big Kev coming to you live on a Wednesday afternoon going into the evening in beautiful, hot Phoenix, Arizona. It's about 108, 109 outside right now. Pray for us. Nothing is wrong. It's just hot. What's up, everybody? Welcome to Kevin's Corner. When you're done with them educated fools, come to the corner where it's cool. The topic for this episode: Manny Pacquiao, a living legend, took to the ring on July 19th to try to capture another title. Manny Pacquiao, welterweight legend, the only man to capture titles in 8 different weight divisions. So definitely his resume speaks for itself. He took on a young bull, up-and-comer by the name of Mario Barrios. And I went into this fight thinking, hey, he's had a good run. Let me just watch him one last time, to see if he could muster up the magic one last time. Because I remember when he took on Keith Thurman, and everybody thought Keith Thurman was going to steamroll him. And he made a mistake in the press conference and started talking about Manny's religion, about how he's a Christian man. Well, come Saturday night, I'm going to crucify him and blah, blah, blah. I was like, oh, that's where he messed up. And Manny Pacquiao took to the ring and promptly beat that tail and defeated Keith Thurman. Knocked him down once and had him hurt and stunned in another round. So, okay, now we fast forward some years later. Pacquiao's now, 46, going on 47. Mario Barrios, young and up-and-comer in his prime. So I was like, okay, Mario Barrios should win this fight. He's bigger, he's taller, he has more range, more reach, and he naturally weighs more than Manny Pacquiao. So, turn on the fight. The fight starts going down, and they're collecting data on each other, trying to fill each other out. And next thing I know, Pacquiao starts landing a couple flurries, and it's a pretty pro Pacquiao house. So this is why sometimes you need to watch the fight or go back and rewatch it with the sound off, and don't let the crowd and the announcers calling the fight try to sway your emotions. So of course I'm pulling for Pacquiao. I'm 44, he's 46. Of course I'm going to pull for him. I'm a southpaw, he's a southpaw. He's a shorter fighter. When I trained in the boxing gym in downtown Phoenix, I was usually the shorter guy. So, the fight gets underway and he starts making these rounds look a lot closer than they should. And I actually start saying to myself, why is Barrios not as busy as he needs to be? You got that long of a reach. You need to keep the jab in this man's face. Don't let him, get his timing down, get his rhythm down. Just jab your way in, throw your combos, jab your way out. Jab your way in, throw your combos, jab your way out. If you get him up against the ropes, go punches and bunches. Mario Barrios was just sitting here trying to pot shot and basically was giving him too much respect. So I think he got caught up in the moment too. Like, oh, this is one of my idols. I don't want to hurt him. Blah, 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 blah. It's the hurt game, young man. If you got a man in front of you that's older, slower, a little softer around the midsection now, Pacquiao got a little gut on him, he's not in tip-top shape anymore. And Barrios caught him with a couple of good body shots, and Pacquiao complained saying they were low blows. And I'm like, I'm pulling for Manny. And I'm like, no, Manny, he's hitting you clean with good body shots. None of those body shots were low blows. So the fight ended in a draw. I think only one judge gave it to Mario Barrios. The other judges called it a 114-114 majority draw. Everybody keeps their belts. The crowd is booing. They much rather would have seen a winner. So I was like, well, did this man get robbed? Or were we just caught up in the emotions? So let's go to the scorecards or the punch stats, shall we? Take a seat and let's go to the actual punch stats. All right. CompuBox. I know CompuBox isn't official, but these stats indicate that while Barrios landed more total punches and jabs, Pacquiao had a slight edge in power punches landed. This reflected the close nature of the fight, which ultimately ended in a majority draw. Total landed punches: Manny Pacquiao, 101. Mario Barrios, 120. Total punches thrown: Pacquiao fired off 577 punches. Barrios threw 658. I don't know where they got them 658 from. I thought he should have been way more busier. So overall percentage, Pacquiao landed 17.5% of his punches. Barrios landed 18.2% of his punches. Jabs landed: Pacquiao landed 20 jabs. Barrios landed 45. Barrios should have landed about 100. Power punches landed: Pacquiao landed 81. Barrios landed 75. So the fight ends in a draw. They ask Pacquiao, hey, do you want to do it again? Are you going to retire? He says he would love to fight again. I don't know if this man needs the money. He ended up losing the Filipino presidential election. So now he's like, well, now I can focus more on boxing again. I'm like, bro, you're 46. You've been through a lot of wars. You know, let's look up Manny Pacquiao's record. Manny Pacquiao boxing record. This man has been in 73 fights. Bruh, it might be time to hang it up. 73 fights, 62 wins, 39 coming by way of knockout with 8 losses and 3 draws. So I'm like, you're a legend. Love you, but it might be time to just sit it on down and go fully into the politics of the Philippines. And like I said, he has 8 championships. He won a championship in 8 different weight classes: flyweight, super bantamweight, featherweight, super featherweight, lightweight, light welterweight, welterweight, and light middleweight. From the Southpaw stands, the little engine that could, from the Philippines. So, what say you, cornerstones of Kevin's Corner? Do you guys think Manny Pacquiao was robbed? Do you think the judges should have gave him the nod since he was the older fighter and more of an underdog? And should Mario Barrios have taken the fight more seriously? So let me know what you guys think. Let me know in the comments. And we're on to the next episode. Love you, cornerstones. I was caught up in my emotions. I admit it. The whole rest of the night I was saying Pacquiao should have won. Pacquiao should have won. Sat down, took a breath, looked at the actual punch stats, and I was like, either a draw or Barrios should have won a close decision. So when you're done with them educated fools, come to the corner where it's cool. Kevin's Corner. Love y'all. I'm out.